Hey everyone, and welcome back to Shades of Sasha. If you're new here, take a seat, put your crown on, and welcome to the gang. And if you're already part of the gang, you already know what time it is. What's good, baby? So today's video is all about this hair. So since you're here, just keep on watching.
Installing these textured clip-in. This is the Alpha Woman line by Sensational, and when it says 9 pieces, it just means, like, think about 9 different lengths of wefts that you have to put in your hair. So if you're thinking about, like, it's like a bundle for the 9, or since in this case I'm going to be using 2 packs, is going to say, like, think about it like 2 bundles. So I usually just braid my hair down, and then I go in, measure the length of the clip-in I need, and then move up. So for this, I'm using the one that have 2 clips, and I'm just gonna add those 2 at the bottom, and then just keep going up and up, and then I'll go to the point that have like 3 once I think that it's necessary. You're just going based on the length of your head, so the circumference around, that's what you're just doing. You're just measuring everything and kind of putting it, and here it is. I'm showing you kind of like what does that look like. I really wanted to show how I install it from this angle because I think it gives a clearer picture. You don't have to do this neat at all because the clip-ins are going to just hide everything. They're just literally clipping into your hair just to give you body, but to not be there and show. So this is kind of just like what it looks like. This is the one that has 3, and I'm just going ahead and putting that on. I do think that these clip-ins are a little bit on the, you know what, I'm gonna just leave it towards the end when I give y'all my feedback. Let me not give any thoughts now. So yeah, I'm just pretty much doing this entire process. I measure everything else. I have a mirror in front of me just to make sure that I'm seeing what I need to look at to make sure I'm doing this correctly. This one is the length of 4, and I'm just going ahead and just kind of curve it around. Go up at an angle. The more angled and curved that you do, the better the blend is going to be. So you want it to be so seamless and blend in that people can't really tell like when your clip-ins start and when it finish. So that's why I usually kind of just like clip and go in certain directions and really check how everything look, because you want to make sure that you're doing this in a way that it just seems seamless and it comes together. So just make sure you're taking the time to just do so. And if you can't braid, another tip that I would say is you could just go ahead and put your hair in a bun, like a low ponytail, and just bring it down to the back, and then just pretty much do the same process. I have the preference to not go through and then just like parting my hair and putting clip-ins in my hair. It's not for me. Everybody will find something and a method that works for them, but unfortunately, like, that method is not a preference that I have. I just prefer doing it this way. So if you have a way how you like to do it, go ahead and do that. It is up to you. Do what makes your hair feel comfortable. Remember, this is also sped up because I just wanted to really show y'all the process in which I do it and how I lay my stuff. I didn't go through showing y'all how I kind of like blow dry or how I flat iron my hair because I didn't think that piece was necessary, but you're just gonna kind of go through just doing things as normal as possible. And I used all 2 packs when installing this because I did think that these clip-ins were kind of a little bit thin and I needed the extra kind of body to just make this work. So once you're going through and doing it, you also want to have a little bit of gap, like a spacing in between, because you're going to be screwed if you run out of clip-ins. Okay, because at that point, if you start running out of stuff and you have nothing else, then you're going to have to just like redo this whole process again. This takes me about 10 minutes, I want to say, to just install my clip-ins. And at this point, you see me using different ones. I did use a clip-in that was like 2 just now for the back, and then now I'm going in and using this section, and I'm making sure that I curve around to make sure everything is kind of like blended in as best as possible. And you really want to make sure that it's also like really attached in your hair. So like go through and like put them in. It felt comfortable. I didn't have any snag or tag for my actual hair when I was doing this. They fit comfortably. They didn't feel as if like it was just too much or it's too heavy or anything. I didn't have no complaints like that. So in case someone's gonna ask that question, that's just how I felt when I installed these. I did, however, really wish that when I got these clip-ins, they offered the version that had like one clip-in. Like I really wish that they like slid it down the middle and said instead of 2 clips, here's one with just 1 clip, because there were points in like doing this there were points in this process that I really felt like that would have been helpful. I will be dropping another video when I'm installing the other version of the clip-ins that I got that I did have. You hear my thoughts on that, but that one's gonna be dropped next week, and I did say that same thing. But I hope y'all enjoy the review and let me know what y'all think.
So let's jump into the specs and details of this unit. If you're new here, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sasha and welcome to Shades of Sasha. And pretty much what I do when I review certain units or bundles or wigs, whatever it is, synthetic, or if it's human hair, I always do a scale of 1 to 10, and on that scale I kind of tell you would I recommend at the end or not, and I go over longevity, feel, texture, shed and tangling, if it's big head friendly, do I think that it's gonna be long lasting, the price point, all of that good stuff. So since you're here, just take a seat and let's enjoy the show. Now, here is my review on the textured clip-in. This one is by Sensational. It's a part of the Curls and Kings co-line, but this one is the Alpha 18 inches. And I got this because I really just wanted some bundles. Like I really wanted length. And if you watch the other clip-in videos that I dropped, I did share that in the wintertime I'm more likely to actually wear my natural hair and do like clip-ins or like bundles, like sewing or updo or whatever it is, because I don't know, I just really like the thought that my hair is gonna just poof up like it does in the summertime. And the price point I'm seeing right now from Diva Trust is $27.99, from Joe's Beauty is $22.99, from Wig Types is $21.99, from Ebony Line it's $18.99, and I think there's an upcharge for the Ebony Line one. I'm gonna actually go and see. It says right now it has a 15% off. So if you do the 18 inches, it's gonna have a $3 extra charge. And I have the shade in the color 1. Like I shared before, my hair is permed and I did dye my hair jet black, so that's why I go with the shade 1 instead of 1B. Now, since we got all of like the, you know, logistical nooks and crannies out the way with like the what is this that I'm wearing, now let's get into my thoughts about this unit. Here are my thoughts on this clip-in. I personally don't think I'm going to do the rating system today for every single thing, because I'm going to go right into what I recommend, I would not recommend. Actually, I would not recommend this unit. That's what I would do. I would not recommend these clip-ins. I would recommend the other one. The other one, I'm so in love, and I really can't wait to pop these out and then put those other ones back in, because I don't see myself ever putting these clip-ins in my hair. Like, I want to start with all of the cons of what it is that I feel with this from Sensational. These specific clip-ins from Sensational. When it comes to the feel of this unit, I really don't like it. Like, it feels so synthetic and dry. It's soft to run your hands through. I'm not really getting much shedding, but I'm telling y'all, it's not gonna last. Like, the bottom of it is just gonna get choppy and rough on you, and you're gonna be really pissed. Like, this would not be the type of clip-ins that I would wanna go in and actually clip them. I really am so happy that I just clipped them over me braiding my hair down. And I already told y'all, don't come for me with my hair being braided down, because I didn't get that black girl magic, okay? I didn't get that gift. And I know somebody's going to be in the comment like, just practice, Sasha, just watch a YouTube video. It don't work for everybody, because I've tried and it doesn't work for me. But I love the way I do my hair, and I'm fine. Now, when it comes to how it looks, like, I know on camera it's going to look really pretty, but I'm telling y'all, it's so choppy. Like, the Bobbi Boss one compared to this one, the Bobbi Boss one blows it out of the water. Like, I'm telling you, 10 out of 10, I recommend that. I would not recommend these ones. Like, if you have the choice to choose, go with the other one. The only thing I'm gonna really suggest and say is make sure you get 3 packs, because it's gonna be much more helpful than if you got these 2. Like, I literally use every single piece out of that the 2 packs that I had. But the hair is really full. Like, it's just such it just threw me. Like, I just wasn't I wasn't prepared for the fact that I was like, damn, 7 pieces, maybe I did need the 9. So Papa's, if you're watching this too, I just really hope that you do 9 pieces instead of the 7 pieces, because I really do love it. I just feel like it wasn't enough hair for me to like lengthwise around the perimeter of putting this in. But now let's get back to this one. The other con I would say is the actual clips themselves. Like, some clips are really good that when you're putting them in, it's not gonna give you a problem, and there's other you have to finagle it and do what you can to make it work. Like, it's just not secure at all. Like, I was just brushing my hair and one of the clips just like unclipped, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I already don't like you and you're pissing me off right now by doing all this extra shit. So I just genuinely would not recommend it at all. Like, I think this is one of these things that you're gonna be at a loss with your money. Like, it's gonna look good for the first day and a half, and that's how, and I think that's a small amount of time that I'm given, a day and a half. Like, that's insane. Even if you paid $20 and it's $40 now that you paid for the 2 packs, I still think that's ridiculous, because if I was able to get another one and I'm like, nah, I'm in love with that one, like the texture of it is really good, especially if you have perm hair, it's going to be really good. But I also feel like it will blend for natural hairs that if you just do a blowout, because the kinky curly texture that it is. This one just gives like synthetic pack hair. That's what she's giving, synthetic pack hair, but not a good synthetic pack hair. Like, you can get some good human pack hair, okay? And I really wish that's the vibe this was going for, but it's not. Like I'm telling you, I run my hands through it. I'm not getting any snags or tags or anything, and it's gonna feel good to somebody. I know that for a fact, but I just know, for me, it's just not it. I've also shared on my channel multiple times, and I will keep sharing it. I'm a very picky one, but I'm picky because I have great experiences, and I think my pickiness is a part of why I have those great experiences. And I'll never sell out something just for the sake of like, oh, it's cheap so you should get it. Like, things can be inexpensive, and being inexpensive is different for everybody, okay? Because we may not have the same like pockets. So what is inexpensive to me, y'all may be like, oh nah, Sasha, you're wild, like that's expensive. But the reality to me is, even though this is a part of an inexpensive line, they have done better, and I will hold them to the standard of the best that they have done. And so if I know that there's a better version of it out there, I'm gonna make sure that you know, like, there's a better version of it out there. And if I try something and I raved about it before, but then I try something that's better, I will always do a comparison and tell you, like, actually I would prefer this one over this one because of XYZ, blah blah blah. So to make sure you're just making informed decisions, and the only way you can make an informed decision is the more that you know. So that's my final thoughts. I genuinely did not want to go through the longevity. Obviously I'm gonna give it a 3, because I just said for a day and a half it's gonna be good on you, and then you're gonna be like, it's not it. When it comes to the feel, I know someone's gonna like it. It's gonna be a 7 for me, honestly a 6 and 5, but I'm gonna give it a 7 just to pass. When it comes to the price point of $20, if this was $10, I would have said 10 out of 10. But $18 for it to be for the 18 inches, well, 20 something dollars for 18 inches, it's just 6. It's not good for me. So it's 6 out of 10 when it comes to the price point, because knowing what you're gonna get, it's just not worth it. The customization of it, like what they actually gave you, I'm also gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's just mid. Like, this is just such a midline to me that I'm not even gonna sit here and try and rave and make it and pretend as if like maybe it's doable as possible. I already told y'all from the get-go, I just would not recommend it. I would prefer the other one over it, and I would suggest spending the money on that versus spending the money on this, because then y'all gonna be pissed and y'all gonna be tired, and ain't nobody gonna say that I didn't tell you so. So do with the information as you will, and make the informed decision with the information that you have, okay? But thank y'all so much for watching and supporting your girl. Before I tell y'all, hope y'all have a blessed and wonderful day, the one thing I am gonna say, which is a tip I wanted to share personally, because I braid my hair down, I leave a little leaf out, and I put the clip-ins in. I take my clip-ins out every night. So the moment I finish wearing it, clip, 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 all of them is gone. I place them, like lay them out, so the next day, like I place them back in and it's good to go. That way my hair still gets to breathe. I know somebody might feel like, damn, that's a lot of work, but the fact that they are synthetic and not human, that's the reason why I also want to do it that way, because I know the longevity of what I'm going for, they're gonna last me. So I make sure that I take them out and I put them back in, and I go in and I touch up my braids if I need to, and my hair just gets to breathe. So that's the process that I use. I think it is very helpful and it makes things last as long as they can. So let me know if you want to do that, or if you want to just keep them in. But with this bad boy, I wouldn't want to sleep with her at all. But yeah, thank y'all again, and just have a blessed and wonderful day.